All right, we're going to make this all around Detroit Piston video, man. I know a lot of people love the Pistons around the city, so I always try to find little things to talk about the Pistons, Lions as much as possible. If the Tigers or Red Wings ever come back, the prominence I speak on them too. If they allow fans in the baseball season, may even do some videos from Comerica Park. God willing, love going there, especially on a real nice, beautiful day, man. Peanuts, get you a beer or something, hot dog. It's nothing like a baseball game. It may not be as entertaining on TV, but being there and playing it, man, that's one of the things that if I do have a son, I would definitely love to take him out to baseball games. I used to love playing in my baseball games, and I remember we lost the championship. The coach got to beefing with the kids and beefing with the parents, and the parents were taking their kids off the team, and we lost. I'll never forget that. But let's talk about some Pistons. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video, and don't forget, check my other channel out for more sports, music, news, entertainment, Goodfellas Sports TV. If you like this channel, you're going to like that channel as well. You're going to love it. But kind of talk about Bruce Brown and Luke Kennard, and then we're going to talk about the ESPN did the top 75 or 74 best uniforms in NBA history. And the Pistons uniforms made 3 debuts on there, man. So they made 3, they was on there 3 times. But number one and 2 I don't agree with, but we'll get there. But yeah, Bruce Brown had been playing through a torn ligament in his hand for the majority of the season. Dwayne Casey was on the Stoney and Wojo show, I think it was, and he said that Bruce Brown just had the surgery a couple of weeks ago, which I think he should have had it like a while ago when it first ended, but nobody knew how long this corona was going to last. And he rehabbing, and then he had got an exception to work out with the Pistons trainers to rehab his hand. So he working out with the Pistons trainers because he trying to rehab his hand. If the season did start back up, Dwayne Casey, I think he said he would be ready to go. But yeah, Bruce Brown was playing wonderful last year, and obviously we know he ain't got no jumper at all with or without the ligament injury. But maybe that kind of stopped him from shooting and attempting shots throughout the season, man. And even if it's the right or the left hand, you need both hands to shoot for real, But he one of the guys that I'm probably one of the very few people that's in the Piston fan base that actually think Bruce Brown got a future with the team. And everything is so predicated in basketball about scoring, and what you average your 3-point percentage. But Bruce Brown do all the little things as far as defend. He can facilitate, you know what I'm saying, and he can make a lot of things happen off the ball and on the ball. And I think Dwayne Casey has figured out that Bruce Brown is an actual point guard, not a 2, not a 3. He can guard the 2. He probably can guard some 3s in this league. I seen him guard, Kawhi Leonard last March, and he did his fucking thing in the first half, but he becomes a liability when he won't shoot, or he won't develop a mid-range game, or he won't drive and finish at the bucket. So, maybe that kind of set him back with his shooting this season when he got that torn ligament in his hand. But he got to figure out a way to put the ball in the hole. And if he figured out putting the ball in the hole, and I would just put him in the film room and just put Tony Parker on. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. I'll just put Tony Parker highlights on. Finishing at the rim, floaters at the rim, and just getting your mid-range game going. You know what I'm saying? And if he can just get to the rim and finish and hit his free throws and develop a floater and develop a mid-range game, eventually the 3-point game will come like Jason Kidd, like it came for Tony Parker. But all he needs to do is work on his inside finishing at the rim, his floaters, and shooting that mid-range jumper. And that's all he should be doing this offseason. I wouldn't have him shoot a 3-point shot at all. That's not the way I'll be pushing him to. And just picking up his ball handles, coming off pick and rolls and being a threat to shoot it from the elbow. Just showing what Russell Westbrook doing. He got that athletic ability, not as twitchy as Russ, but to get to the rim, finishing at the rim through contact, developing the floater move, developing a little post game like a Jason Kidd and a Westbrook guy when you get smaller guards on you. Everything ain't 3-point shot or bust. Jordan averaged 40 points when only made 3-pointers in one season, and that could be done. Make mid-range game great again, but hopefully Bruce Brown heal. I still believe in him. I still think he could be part of the Pistons' rejuvenation through the city of Detroit and winning playoff games. I think he's a good glue piece to be there. Anytime you got a defender that can defend like him and got that athletic ability, that's a great starting point. That's a great foundation to being a solid player in this league. And I think he got all-star potential if he put his mind to it. But Luke Kennard was about to return to the Pistons lineup from tendonitis right before the coronavirus hit, and I'm just thinking like, maybe them bringing Luke Kennard back at that point was more about a trial run and trying to see if he really gonna fit with this team. And yeah, he started to break out. He almost averaged 16 points, almost 6 assists and 6 rebounds, but he just keep getting injured. You know what I'm saying? And he seemed to be more confident when Reggie Jackson wasn't on the floor. He seemed to play better with Derrick Rose. But my whole thing about it, if they was tanking and they was sitting Derrick Rose out, you would think they would sit Luke Kennard out. But I think they was trying to make the finishing, assessments on Luke Kennard to see if they was gonna bring him back or not. And me personally, I'm fed up with him. Like, trade him. He can't ever stay healthy. I don't like Duke players to begin with already. And I would trade him and see if I can get for him. And I said that's years ago. When I seen that he was just always submitting to Reggie Jackson and he wasn't aggressive and he just, he got the ability. He only, 23 years old. He got the ability. If he just was aggressive and looked for his own shot and said, fuck Reggie Jackson, what they was going to do? Cut you for saying fuck Reggie Jackson? You know what I'm saying? Reggie Jackson was a huge part of his regression and a huge reason why his development was stunning. When you see, when you see Reggie wasn't there, you know what I'm saying, and Derrick was there pumping him up, and he was, looking for a shot, being aggressive, and he was starting to kind of figure it out. Now the next phase for him was to be consistent on a night-by-night basis and get better on the defensive end. But, you got to take baby steps. If he was able to be more aggressive and give us the shooting and the scoring that he capable of getting us, and then next year he put the consistency on it, and then the following year he got better defensively, then I had no problem keeping him. But he's just not healthy enough, man. He's just not consistent, and he's just not aggressive enough. And I think they should move on from him. And I think that was the final assessment that they was going to make on him, just bringing him back towards the end of the season. I think they was going to assess Kyrie Thomas coming off an injury, him, some of the younger guys they called up from the G League like Bone and a few other guys. So they was just making the final assessments on them. But me personally, the only guys that I bring back is Sivi Malachi, Christian Wood, and Diambo and Bruce Brown. Those would be the 4 that I would bring back. But hey, just my opinion on that. But ESPN, I put these article links in the description. ESPN did a top 75 uniform ranking, and the Pistons debuted 3 times inside of that one. It was, I think, 65 or 60-something with the Bob Lemire Detroit Piston Lightning Bolt jerseys. Love those jerseys. And then a little bit around the 40s or the 50s, it was the Teal Horse jerseys. Love those jerseys. I got a hat just like that. And then around 15, 16 range, it was the Bad Boys jersey. But also like the other Lightning Bolt jerseys, the away ones too. Those was doper than the blue ones they put on there. Also like the Burgundy Burgundy Horse Piston jerseys as well too. Also like the Piston jersey, the Bad Boy jerseys, the white ones was dope. And they got a few other jerseys that I like as well too. That they got out there. But I think those 3 definitely deserve to make the list, and those probably 3 of the best ones. I just prefer the Lightning Bolt jersey that was white over the blue ones, but the blue ones okay too. But they said the Lakers and the Celtics had the 2 best uniforms, and they didn't. Those old Magic old Magic and Bird Celtic and Lakers uniform, they were not better than the Orlando blue or black pinstripe. They just always trying to put Boston and LA on the pedestal, and they trying to force it down our throat. Those green Boston uniforms, nigga, them motherfuckers was regular as hell. Those yellow and purple Laker uniforms, they was basic as hell. Them ain't even the best Laker uniforms. The white Sunday white ones that made the list, those was better than those. Orlando pinstripe uniforms was better than those. The Bulls red jerseys was better than those too, and the black and red pinstripe Bull jerseys that didn't make the list. So all this subjective, you know what I'm saying? I don't care what they won in those jerseys, or they old school. We talking about straight looks. Philly made it a few times. They got some dope jerseys, but those two ugly ass Laker and Celtic jerseys, it's ugly as hell. They throwbacks and they won some prominent things in them. I take all the 3 Piston jerseys, plus the burgundy jerseys over them jerseys. Them jerseys was basic and ugly as hell. They was basic. I don't care what nobody said. Oh, you're disrespecting. I don't care. It was ugly in my opinion. But yeah, those Piston jerseys that made it, the Bad Boys, the Bob Lanier Lightning Bolt jerseys, and those turquoise Piston Horse jerseys, those bitches was dope. They should bring them back. They should be the Pistons jersey of choice. The burgundy, the teal, and they should do a black version of it. The white and teal ones was sweet as fuck too. That the white one was hard as hell. real talk. Those was harder than some of the jerseys that made the list. But Charlotte Hornets, they pinstripes made it. That was dope. So it was a lot of good jerseys on there. I think they missed out on a lot of them. But the Lakers and the old Lakers and Celtics jerseys, no, them bitches ugly. I don't care what they say. They basic and ugly in my opinion. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. All the links in the description. If you got business question, inquiry, response, video request, want to make a donation to the channel, Cash App, PayPal, subscription. Best way to donate is to share the video. One time for the one time. Y'all know what the business is. It's your boy CJ Goodfellow. We gone.